Welcome back to the Constant Complete podcast, featuring myself, Spencer, my co-host Matt with Neanderthal Gaming TV, and from the small town of Bowerstone rises a new adventurer and hero, Fistcake.
Chicken Chaser.
Chicken Chaser.
No, I changed to Pie Master almost immediately. Okay, thank you very much. But now I'm
Chicken Chaser.
now I'm like,
Shut up, that old lady
Can't
bitch
remember.
in the...
yeah, no, like you like
It's
save
the
people's
same old
lives.
lady.
Yeah, like you save these people's lives and whatnot. They're like, oh look, it's Chicken Chaser. What do you do? Chasing chickens? No, I just cut off a wasp queen's head for you. You ungrateful fucks.
Yeah, let me show it to you.
See this?
Here it
See, do you
is.
remember this?
Oh,
Remember
the
when I
Chicken
did this?
Chaser. Oh,
It's gonna
at
get
it
you.
again.
With the wasp head. Damn, Chicken
Ungrateful.
Chaser, back at it again with the white fans.
Oh, dude, I love the accents in the game because they're like they're out of this world.
Oh yeah.
It's just they're so unrealistic.
I can't tell if it's fantasy British or it's like 5,000% British. It's very,
It's I think it's like Northern British,
Fantasy?
just condensed down to its purest form.
yeah, it's just pure bricks of pure British, North British.
Speaking of Fable, Fistcake, why don't you tell us what you played this week?
Yeah, I played Fable this week. Saw Matt play. I'm like, oh, this is a fun. I remember this.
Copycat.
Oh, look at Copycat playing the games that he plays. Oh no. So I played that a little bit. I've been pretty much playing it all day today.
Nice.
Streaming for last night's stream. I was gonna play Fable and the Messenger, but then suddenly, I started with Fable, and suddenly it was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna keep playing. I mean, does anybody care? I'm just gonna keep playing Fable. So I kept playing Fable. I never played the Messenger, but
Wow.
that's on the list.
Yeah, based on your tweet, I thought that you had forgotten to play the Messenger, but no, it was actually a choice to purposely not play the Messenger because you're having so much fun.
Well, it was. I mean, I lost track of time. I didn't like. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I could play the Messenger for 1 hour.
Oh, so you think Messenger is a shitty game?
Oh, is that it?
I,
You don't think you have time?
haven't even played it yet. Oh god! But I probably should have for today's talk about games of the year. Play actually like a few games made in this last year or so. But
What up,
whatever.
Mama May?
Hey, how's it going, Mama?
Oh, sorry, your
Mama May.
water bottle. Hey, Mama Mia.
Mama May. Here I go
Here we go.
again.
Yeah.
Mama.
How can I resist you?
All right, we're done.
Okay. No, you got one more.
Mama Mia.
one more.
No.
I was waiting for it. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. I forgot how much fun like old Fable Lost Chapters was essentially, because the first Fable didn't have as much shit in it as it did with the Fable Lost Chapters,
Yeah.
but it's still like a decent chunk of shit in it. Stuff. I shouldn't call it shit. Okay. So this is like just basically that updated graphics, was essentially makes your child form have an adult head all the way until he's an adult.
Yeah. Some of the shit is weird looking.
I think it's because you can like see the graphics now. Like you can see all the misshapen hands and the actual sizes of the weapons and the size of your fucking child head.
Yeah, maybe they should have just kept all that blurred.
Right. Like update the graphics, but then still like have it only at like 480p or whatever it was back then. 360 probably. I don't know what the
Xbox.
Hey.
OG Xbox console. What?
Okay.
He was talking about 360p.
Oh, 360p. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about...
it was on Xbox, like the original one, and it's just funny how that is like perfect.
It's the perfect confusion. Unintentional. So yeah, that's been going on. We played Call of Cthulhu this Tuesday, which I'll let you talk about that during your part.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh man, I want to talk about it now. I played Book of Demons after that, and that's pretty fun. I didn't really get to mess with the audience features because we didn't really get a whole lot of people afterwards. Because I guess Tuesday is just a weird night for people. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. It's not like a really
It's
good.
not us.
No.
Nah. Well,
Just
no.
the
I mean,
rest
we
of the
get
world. Yeah.
we get viewers on like weekend streams and like occasionally Mondays and shit, but it's just never. For some reason, it's always Tuesday. Never gets like a lot of views. So I don't know. I had to look into that. do market strategy, do research, study the flows, get the right discard pile. Mahon, Akagi. Okay, anyways. So, played Book of Demons is basically like Diablo, except for it's like simplified, but also a little bit difficult at the same time.
Complicated-fied?
Complified. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Good words.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
The English language.
So, but you can't like walk around. You can only like follow a path to areas. You attack with the right click. You move around with the left click. But the way you attack people, like certain monsters, you have to like specifically click on the spot. You can also cancel like enemy wizards throwing spells at you by grabbing like their spell bubble and like tossing it away.
Expelling? No.
Click and drag.
No.
And no.
Harry, there are other spells.
He does use that so many times in the movies.
Yeah, I was going to say, Abracadabra. Is that the kill one?
Avada Kedavra.
Avada Kedavra.
Yeah, Abracadabra. Got it. I'm Harry
You've been trying to kill somebody. Abacadabra. Abacadabra. Why aren't you dead?
Well, if I went to school for 4 years for it, I think I would. I hope I would pick it up, but
Well, you're actually not supposed to pick it up, so you would be a delinquent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
There's 3 curses that you're not allowed to use.
Yeah, and that is the biggest one.
Is it shit fucking Abracadabra?
Crucio. I don't know what the third one is. I don't even know what the third one does.
Right? Yeah.
Anyways,
well,
it's not a Harry Potter podcast.
Contest complete. So I played that. If you're into a little quick, fun Diablo Light, go for it. I picked it up for like $6 because I had the Darkest Dungeon, so I guess it's made by the same. I don't want to say it because I'm not for sure, but I would assume they have some kind of connections.
I mean, they might have the same publisher.
Maybe that's what it is. Okay.
But yeah, Red Hook is the people who made Darkest Dungeon.
Okay, never mind. Yeah. Probably same publisher. Anyways, we'll just pretend that never happened. And I played
Matt
a little
swoops
bit.
in again with the save.
Delete the VOD.
Delete everything. I played a little bit of Mutant Year Zero, just the first hour, to see how everything's running and see what would be okay to stream and whatnot. Because it's going to be the next Into the Veil thing. But the cool part is that it's specifically Matt and Spencer get to play 2 characters. And yeah, I figured it'd be kind of fun because you get like I think there's a total of 5 characters you can pick from, like 3 main guys and 2 people you can recruit. Mm-hmm. I figured you 2 can play the 2 starting characters, and if you see another character pop in and you want to play as them, you can play as them for the rest of the game or something like that, and I'll just control everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like it could be cool.
Yeah, and interactive Into the Veil.
Yeah. Woo-doo-doo-doo. But so yeah, it's pretty fun. I wish I could play more of it, but I don't want to ruin anything for myself in the future. So it's a lot of fun so far. From the little bit I played.
Are you sure we want to put that into the Veil? Because like fun.
Well, it's weird too. It's
about okay. As long as it's weird.
And it's like between 80 and 90% on most things, so it's not perfect like Red Dead Redemption 2. So, that's fine. And I played some Smash Ultimate this week. You boys joined along and played with me Friday. Friday. Yeah, man, it was Donkey Kong.
Oh. Yeah, that's Donkey Kong. He does that thing. He does.
Yeah, we know. Oh, yeah.
He does that.
If you're listening to this podcast, he's waving his hands in the air. Mm-hmm. Like Donkey Kong. Mm-hmm. Doing that up B or whatever it is. That was fun. The internet was fine for like the first half hour, and then like it just progressively got worse. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hashtag Nintendo fix your stuff again. Okay, thank you. And I think that's pretty much it for me. What have you 2 been playing this week?
Monday we played some Civ.
Right. Yeah. And this time we actually had all the expansions. It took a bit of work to get everyone on the same page when it came to like what expansions they had, but once that was clear it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then I mean, it's a weird stream, I have to say, because there's a lot of moments where everyone's kind of quiet because they're all plotting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you don't want to tell people what you're doing. And it's like, at first I was okay with that, but now that I'm thinking about it, why aren't we telling each other what we're doing? Because otherwise, we're just going to be quiet the whole time. But then, like, oh, strategic advantage. But, I mean, is there really any strategic advantage in the group of us? But I digress. It's all right. I mean, I like
okay.
playing Civ. I've never played it with so many other people before. Usually I have fun just, interacting with the CPUs.
Yeah, that's usually how I like to enjoy Civ.
Yeah. But this time we did a team-based one, so we have, like, there's always two people who can help each other out, and there's some cool mechanics.
Yeah, because it's you two, Butter, Salty, Koto, and then not generic.
Well, generic's coming back this week.
But it was Minnesota.
No, okay.
Yeah, but
Minnesota, gotcha.
But we didn't, like, team up with each other.
No,
Yeah,
it was
no,
me
you
and
switch
Salty.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys gonna keep doing that?
It's up in the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
about-
Like, because like it's fun-ish.
Yeah.
But I like, it's just like, it's too much. Like,
it's a lot of work just to get the game, like, where everyone's, like, able to play it. And
yeah, and then like it's just like I don't like going up against people who are so much better than I am. Because then you're like, all right, I'm doing this, and I'm like, oh, this is bad.
Oh yeah, you're like always like, oh, in a game like that, it's especially just
Apparent
because you start out, everyone's the same, and then, like, maybe for the first bit you're like, oh, we're good, right? And then just
for
like
the
gap,
first 50 turns, you're like, oh, we're all on like even playing fields.
yeah,
And then like after 50 turns, you're like, I'm so trash at this game.
And I think it's the slow, just like growing gap that happens. Because in, like, other games where someone's better than you, it's not that bad because it happens, like, basically immediately, and you can kind of get used to it, and that rapport gets built a bit faster. But nah, it's like this slow, oh, this person is just gonna win, and then, like, well, why am I playing the rest of these 100 turns? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can also like cause. I mean, with teams, it's a little bit harder, I think. But again, you guys are in the middle of it, so you probably have a better feel for it than I do. But I feel like maybe the teams could team up.
Oh, I
have giant, bigger factions. Yeah,
yeah,
have bigger factions,
and that's true. And I think that's another thing that's a little bit weird with a bunch of people who are all streaming, because you'd think that it would create some great moments, right? But not everybody takes teaming up or getting attacked by other players the same way, and the unknown bit of it, where it's like, how's this person going to react, is because I don't want to, like, upset anybody. But anyways,
well, maybe that's part of the playing strategic online games. I'm telling you, if you want a true chill Monday evening stream with multiple people, I know nobody wants to do this except for me, but it's fine. Tabletop Simulator. That's all I'm saying.
I love the idea of Tabletop Simulator. I'm with you.
100% you're gonna be like Stardew Valley multiplayer. For some reason, I was like, that is exactly what he's gonna say. The hardest read. I got punished so bad.
No, I mean,
I cogged you so hard.
Like,
boy.
I would love to do Tabletop Simulator. I don't think I have Tabletop Simulator, and I think that's the main issue, is not a lot of people have that game.
Yeah.
But I would love to play, like, board games and card games and stuff like that with people.
Well, I mean, it's just because it's like like you can literally play anything with it. Is the thing. We could we can do Secret Hitler or whatever this week, or we can play something different next week. It never ends.
Yeah, it's true.
So
I got you.
Just throwing it out there, when you get in with your Civ 5 thing, maybe we can simulate some tables and throw some tops on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, cool.
So the other games that we played this week,
we finished Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, we did finally finish Call of Cthulhu, and I mean, what did we kind of collectively gave that game like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. It was just right there in the middle where it's like, yep, did this for a little bit.
Yeah, me and Spencer went back and watched the endings.
Yeah, the other endings we didn't get, and they're all dumb.
Bad.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
No, they're
it's
not.
called-
They're not like bad. Like, oh, that's sad that happens. Like, they're bad endings.
Like, yeah,
Oh.
They're just like they're not satisfying at all.
yeah. Every single ending involves a reveal where it suggests that the painter girl had like seen the ending happening. Like,
and painted.
yeah, it always shows a painting of exactly what happened as the ending that happens for all of the endings. So you're like, okay, did she just have all these ready to go? And she's like, okay, which did he kill himself? All right, here's the one where he killed himself. Sick. All right, mail that to his house.
Oh, is this the one where I fell off the cliff?
Yeah.
Spoilers for the game. I don't know why you would want to play it, but she throws herself off a cliff, and then you're like drinking, and you're like, and there's a picture of her falling onto a cliff, her on the rock.
Yeah, like every single one is like that, and nothing like additional worth mentioning happens. It's just always a shot of basically the private investigator's place with with things that correspond with what happened, and that's it every time.
So how many endings are there total?
I think four.
Oh. So we got half the endings. That's not bad.
Yeah.
We did okay. That's fine. Put as much effort into this game as they did, so let's go.
Yeah, the game tried to be a few things as it went, and then just seemed to just kind of like, fuck it, let's just get to the end.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Then we played some golf with friends.
Yeah, we played golf with friends, and that was pretty
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an alright time.
Oh yeah, for a $5 game, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Some people have some, there's some strategies. If you have ball bounce on, it's basically just insta win. Because you can just because there's a thing where you can click and you can jump your ball whenever you click.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So if you have that, you can just get to the end for most things almost right away. And it's like, well, what's the point of doing it then? In my opinion,
Oh,
it's
were you
fun for
doing,
some
like-
people.
Were you doing like basic mini golf courses or whatever?
No, we started out with like an easy one, then we went to like a medium one, and then we went to like a really hard one. It was like a 9 out of 10 modded like one that someone made or some shit. And that one was crazy.
Gotcha.
It wasn't really crazy. You just couldn't tell where the fuck the hole was.
Yeah, that's the problem with
story of my life.
with because I think it was a user created one.
Yeah.
A lot of times when people do that in the games like this, they don't think about like, oh, can the player see where they're supposed to be going, and stuff like that.
Is this the one with the giant house? Where you're playing
Oh,
in
you're
the
like in a
house?
haunted house?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that was the first one I ever played, so yeah, I know exactly how you feel.
yeah. But then besides that, we played some Melee, and that was good to return to. I feel like we had a pretty good.
Yeah. Taking a 20-day hiatus from that was not smart.
Well, I mean, yeah, it
Lose some
happens.
skill.
Yeah. And then
Just chasing that ultimate dream.
And then we played Ultimate today, and that was okay.
Did a fuck ton of Red Dead yesterday.
Yeah, we played a ton of Red Dead.
Oh, did you beat it?
Not
yet.
yet, but we're mostly.
We just got done with
chapter 5.
Guarma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're
Yeah.
like
And
5
like
or 6?
Yeah, like a little bit past
Yeah.
Guarma. Yeah.
Yep.
Chapter 5.
And then you get off the boat or whatever from Guarma, and then like there's just a waypoint on your map, and I just started running towards it. I didn't even check my map, and didn't realize it was like all the way
The other side
across
of the
the
ocean.
fucking
Yeah.
thing. So I'm running, and I'm like, I feel like something's supposed to be happening because it's dark. There's no NPCs anywhere, no animals, no
Yeah.
horses. I was like, I need to steal a horse or some shit.
Yeah.
None of this was happening. So I was like, this is not how the game is. So I reloaded, and then there's just like this fucking lamp on the half Hungarian horse or whatever the fuck it's
The
called.
Hungarian half-bred.
Yeah. And then so I steal that sucker, my new horse now, and go gallivanting across the thing while this song plays. I'm like, this was supposed to happen. Would have been hilarious if when you're just running and it's a fucking long run. All right.
If the song played.
If the song just started playing as you're just running, because I totally missed the horse.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It says go to Shady Vale, and that's like, all right. Or
Yeah,
Shady
because
Vale.
you're like you're moving. You're like,
Yeah.
it starts to pick up after the bank in Saint Denis, right?
Mm.
There's no breaks. You're just like onto the next set piece. You're just going. So I thought this was going to continue that. So I get off the fucking boat. I'm back at whatever,
Van
Ensberg
Horn.
or what? Yeah, whatever.
Van Horn.
And I'm like, all right, let's go. I just start running. So
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Good times.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's about all we played this week, right?
I played Fable.
Oh, Matt also played Fable. How far did you get?
I got to right before the quest where you have to escort the traders, the merchants or whatever.
Oh, so like almost the exact same spot that Fiske got to, right?
Mm-hmm.
I played more today, but yeah.
Stream.
Stream. For the stream purposes, yes. I'm only on traders. I definitely haven't bought a lot of businesses and houses and try to make a monopoly. Bowerstone or something.
God damn it, Fizzcake.
No, I don't know. What are you talking about? Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
And then you also played. Oh, you didn't play. Yeah, that's right, because you played Fable instead of Thronebreaker this week.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, that about does it for things that we play this week. Going into a couple of stories, our plan for this stream is we're going to go into a couple of small stories, and then we're going to talk about the games throughout the year. So let's get these done here real quick. Fiske, why don't you tell us about what's happening with the game Atlas?
I got delayed a bunch. That's the whole story. No. I mean, technically it is, but hold on. First of all, I didn't know this was coming out. Was this really like announced on the Game Awards or something? Do you remember?
I do not remember. I don't think so. No,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Okay.
It had a hype going.
Gotcha.
Before
So
the Game Awards.
Gotcha. So basically, the people who made Ark Survival Evolved, people with cybernetic dinosaurs and various
yeah.
creatures and whatnot.
Sold DLC before the game came out of early access.
Yep.
Just classic good business practices.
Very wholesome. Strong for the whole family. They have made a pirate MMO called Atlas. And it was originally supposed to come out December 13th. Yeah, remember, arrived on December 13th. Okay, yeah. And, Atlas was just announced live on stage at the Game Awards. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it was announced, it was announced super early. Well, I mean, this is probably, early access too anyways, right? I probably should have read this through before I started talking about it. But, hey, why start now? So, basically, it's just like this giant pirate open world thing. Probably has, some bullshit with whales you have to train and get dolphins and shit. I don't know.
I think this is being made by the B team of Ark or some other studio. They're kind of tied to Ark, but not.
They're not like the main team.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're not the main team. It's weird. People were talking about it, but it's not exactly the Ark devs, but it might as well be.
Maybe it's like most of them or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to release December 13th. They announced that on the Game Awards and whatnot. And then it got delayed. Let's see. A message in the official Atlas Discord confirms the delay as well. The new early access launch date is now Friday, December 21st. And that was that for the moment. And then it got delayed again that day.
That day, yeah. It was two Reddit threads on our games. They're like, oh, delayed until the 21st. And then the other one's like, delayed till the 22nd.
Oh, it was weird because some big Twitch streamers still managed to get a hold of it on the 21st, if I remember correctly.
They were saying that they're going to allow streamers to stream it on starting the 21st. So they got early access, I guess.
Yeah.
I apologize. I thought I had that article up too, but apparently I did not. But yeah, that in a nutshell, it got delayed for an additional 2 weeks, and then it got delayed on the day of, but because everybody's raising a stink like, hey, it's supposed to release today. We were going to stream this all day long. Excuse us. Can we please have the game that you said that you were going to release?
They even had a countdown, like
Yeah.
a timer.
It was like
I would have just added more time to it. Not told anybody. Just added.
Just add like another day, see if anybody notices.
Do like the
weird.
Bernstein Bears situation where, wait, was it supposed to come out on the 21st? Maybe it was supposed to come out tomorrow. Are we all stupid?
What's going on? Oh, God.
What up, Corin?
Hey, how's it going, Corin?
Corin! Hello. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I guess I'm glad that they managed to get the game out on the day of, for some people, technically.
Yeah. Right now it's sitting at mostly negative.
With 7,000 reviews. So I don't know if that's because of the delays.
I think a lot of it was server issues. They even found if you can get into like a glitch where you can get taken to the ARC menu from the Atlas menu.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Like, jump cancel into a whole new game.
Yeah, it'll do like
wow.
it's funny. I watched a streamer do it.
Wow, that's
nice.
That's crazy.
That's good work, boys. Way to go. Like,
props to the Splinter group who was putting this game together.
It's probably like not even their fault. They're probably like, hey, okay, we're working on it. Oh, we have a month left. What the this is not ready. We said it on the Game Awards. I don't know what to tell you. Why would you do that? What's wrong with you?
You know what they say about the Game Awards? If you say something, it's true.
Yeah. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get money. We're not going to get any money. Nobody's going to buy this. We'll see. And then everybody bought it. But everybody hates it now. Okay. Next.
Like, it's a cool idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had like a microbe of hope that it might be cool.
Yeah, it might still be cool, right? It just has issues. It's got issues.
It's got issues.
And so, well, now that we've spoken about Atlas and some weird game issues, let's talk about The Walking Dead. You were saying, Fistcake, before we started the stream, that I guess unless you bought The Walking Dead previously on other platforms, that if you want to buy the final season now, it's going to only be on Epic on the Epic Store.
Yeah, the Epic.
Yeah, so if you right now you can buy the final season, but only on the Epic Store, unless you have bought it previously through other platforms. So I wonder if this was like part of their deal of trying to get what's their faces, Skybound to work on it or something. Let's see. A team agreement. Yeah, let's look through this real quick. Who purchased? Blah, blah, blah. The team at Epic owns a major chapter in the history of the game industry. We're excited to work together on their latest transformative event with the launch of the Epic Game Store. Skybound CEO Ian Howe and President of Interactive Dane Murray said in a joint statement, Epic stepped up to the plate immediately to work with us in order to bring the original team back together and ensure fans will receive the completed season of Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Well, they got that
final
Fortnite
season.
Money.
So they're like, hey, you want some of this? We got a bunch in the back just laying around.
We're trying to take on Steam.
We're gonna fight Steam. We're gonna fight God himself eventually with all this Fortnite money.
What's so fucking weird to me is that Epic is like now Epic and Origin and Uplay, I guess, are like, well, we have exclusive content, and Steam, I don't think ever has been like exclusively on Steam.
Yeah, they've never had to. Other people have.
I mean, maybe their Steam, like their games that they develop, but like other games they're not binding them to a contract to be like, you can only appear on Steam. But now that Epic is like really like, yo, we're going to contract these motherfuckers to only be sold on the Epic Game Launcher. I wonder if Steam's going to start doing that.
Which is weird because, like, I think part of the reason why they didn't do that was, first off, they didn't need to, right? They were just like, they were the games store, you know?
Yeah.
And secondly, I think for a long time, a lot of people would have really seen that as a negative because
people are seeing this as a negative now.
Yeah, okay. Because the whole DRM thing and like how people like to buy games on what's that game store that's like DRM free?
GOG,
yeah. some people prefer to buy their games there because they don't like to have it be tied into being specifically on Steam. Even though I think GOG also has a launcher now.
Well, yeah, but
It does.
You
It
can
has
just download
launchers.
you can just download it right from the website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I see what you're talking about because it gives me feelings of like pre-ordering stuff at
The
various different
pre-order
stores.
exactly. That's what my thought was.
Yeah, like you can Jesus Christ, pre-order at Best Buy and you get the exclusive Best Buy outfit with the old name tag and blue shirt and white khakis and everything. But if you get at GameStop, you don't have a soul as your boss just yells at you to push numbers for the entire time. Yell at kids to buy magazines because nobody
You
fucking
want your
buys magazines.
pre-order so you can sell pre-orders in your game.
The pre-order bonus. Let's go.
Are you a Power member?
The Power Member pre-order DLC. Let's go. But
Well, yeah, it's
no,
just weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
because like we're gonna like fucking Fallout 76 is on its own fucking launcher.
Bethesda launcher.
Yeah, can't buy that on Steam. It's I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Like I'm glad that competition's good for the market and shit. But then you got like, oh, well, I got the Origins access thing over here, but I got to make sure it doesn't auto start up every day or every time I boot my computer. Otherwise, it takes it 15 minutes longer to boot up. Or I got my Epic's game launcher for literally 2 games, Fortnite and Subnautica. But now I can also buy The Walking Dead final season here. But I also have the GOG where you have a copy of The Witcher 2 that I could play on rather than playing on Steam. Yeah, it's just like, what the just tone it down a little bit.
Yeah. I use a program
otherwise-
called Play Night, and it packages all my shit together.
Oh my God. That takes me back to when everyone had so many different chat programs. Like, oh, I have a Yahoo and an MSN and a thing, but all my friends aren't on the same one. So you get that one program that puts them all together so you can just chat with everybody. I don't remember the name of that program, but it was
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is I know that this isn't happening just because of the whole Netflix and streaming movies thing, but it's all like all of that is starting to just be the way it is now with like online content. Like you have CBS Access and you have the HBO Now and all that. But the difference with that is you're paying just to stream their stuff. You don't own like copies. You don't own copies of something. With the games, it's like you're paying to have access to your games. Well, you don't pay to do it, but you're splitting up your access to the games, and it feels different. So I don't know if it's. I mean, it's probably in the end going to be positive, but it all depends on the companies involved, I guess.
Yeah, depends on what the end goal is, I guess. But yeah. So yeah, The Walking Dead final season is available on the Epic Game Store unless you already bought it on other platforms.
And then they're just going to be available to you there.
I think so. I think that's how that works. Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. My question is, can you get the other seasons of The Walking Dead on that game store, or do you just, if you never played it before, just go and play it? It's weird. It's weird.
I have no idea.
I'm sure more details will be released at a later time.
Probably.
When the game is made.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe.
Exactly. So two quick stories here because I want to have enough time to talk about everything else. Quiet Man.
They took the piss out of themselves.
Yeah. So Square Enix seemingly admits The Quiet Man was garbage in a very unusual promotional video.
Well, what it was is that it's like it's an accolades trailer, basically just saying like, hey, like most accolades saying it's like, oh yeah, we got so many thumbs up, we're so good. But I think like I had to watch, like, let me check the link. Yeah, I think it's like the first minute of this minute 42 trailer. It's just them showing negative reviews. And then it's like, oh, but after we got the sound DLC, people are like, oh yeah, oh, this is cool now. Oh, I love it. It's like the last 30 seconds of it is like actually like good reviews and whatnot. But by the time you're at that, like, it's even what this guy said for the PC gamer. Let's see, what was it? But it suffered, yeah. So in the end, I guess it's like a legitimate accolades trailer, but it suffers from the same basic issue as the game itself. It comes out hard as a rip-roaring mess, and by the time it gets to the part where it's time to tell everyone that it's actually good, we've all had our laughs and moved on to something else. That's exactly it. That's that's exactly it. Nobody cares now.
I just want to know the amount of people who played The Quiet Man, me or Spencer and Northern Lion, and then went back and played it for the DLC. And I know that Northern Lion didn't do it. And I know we didn't do it.
So who did?
Who did?
Apparently, some people in this Accolades trailer.
Just
It's
Hired
two.
actors.
Probably just two people.
the people who are in the game, the quiet and the man.
Probably. But yeah, so
Oh my God.
they seemingly roasted themselves, but really it's supposed to be like, hey, it's a good game. You can put sound in it. You can put sound in it. It's still not a good game.
Yeah,
It just can explain some of the story, which,
it really needed an easy mode.
it needed
What, are you
a
talking
lot of
shit to me?
things.
It needed so much more.
It needed a combat system to begin with. But
Yeah, exactly.
so that's that.
Yeah, so that has been. That's pretty funny. Our last official story of the day has to do with G2A. You know, that controversial platform for getting games. It's currently G2A is under fire for charging users for not logging in. So
If you have money in your wallet on G2A, they'll charge you $1 every 6 months.
every 6 months, 180 days. So basically, it all started when this guy took to Reddit to complain about receiving a message from G2A pay warning about an impending €1 charge for not logging into their account for
It's
180
like
days.
$1.75.
Yeah. And literally, it's just like, we notice you have not logged into your account for almost 180 days. After the 180 days have passed, you will be charged a €1 inactivity fee, and it will continue to be charged €1 for each additional month during which you do not log in. The funds will be taken from you, G2A wallet. It says you. No, they said a word wrong.
Idiots.
And so it was verified by G2A's G2A Pays terms and conditions page, which details the provision under G2A coins and G2A wallet section. And it says if the user does not log into the website's user account for over 180 days, the company is entitled to charge the user's G2A wallet an inactivity fee in the amount of €1 per month or less if there is no sufficient funds in the user's G2A wallet to charge the entire inactivity fee. And then they also confirmed that actually on Reddit, where a representative came in and explained the company's position and stressed that if there are no funds in the user's G2A wallet, the company does not charge anything.
Because they can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't there? I thought that they said something along with the lines of it's normal to do this.
Yeah. So
pay
they go
for
on
maintenance.
and it's like, it costs money to upkeep accounts, IT, infrastructure, server maintenance, etc. And if someone does not use the account, it doesn't make sense to upkeep it, G2A said. He's like, we don't require these users to buy anything. Just log in at least once every 6 months just so we know that they're still with us. As a financial institution, we are also monitored, supervised, and audited and have to back up and explain all of our accounts and the funds stored on the accounts. Once an account may be considered abandoned, we take certain steps to make sure that we are in line with all regulations, jurisdictions, and laws, which has nothing to do with the fact that they're charging somebody to keep it up. It's literally just because they're like, well,
There's free money sitting here.
yeah, exactly.
Pretty much, yeah.
And so what happens, though? Because what happens if you had a couple of bucks in G2A, you never go there, you haven't been in there for a long time, and then one day you're like, oh, well, I want to get this game. Oh, I heard it's really cheap on this thing. I don't usually use GTA. You go back there. I have a couple of dollars on here. That should be nice. And you go back and then there's just nothing.
Well,
Well,
they're
yeah,
going to point you to this.
Yeah.
It's
That's what's
crazy.
going to happen. Yeah, it's not.
No other store in the world does this.
I wouldn't make that great of a
Okay.
claim.
No store that
No
I've,
popular good store.
Yeah, no store that I've ever heard of has done this, and
There you
definitely none of the bigger online stores do this.
If you're
Amazon
to
and
the
all that.
point where you have people not on your platform for 6 months, instead of taking your money, you should probably think about, how do I get these people back on this platform?
How about give them $1?
Hey, we noticed you haven't came back. Here's 50 cents. Come
I
on.
mean, you're asking
Okay.
a lot of G2A. It's a
Right.
fucking
Yeah.
awful website. It's burning hell. Piece of shit.
Yeah, well, tell us how you really feel.
Oh, yeah.
Get them.
I'm just saying, it's a horrible website.
Yeah, they have some really shady shit going on.
Yeah, they're a great market key seller. Yeah, we'll sell stolen keys for you. Wow, laundering. Bitches. I don't know.
Motherfuckers.
Allegedly. Just protect myself.
There you go. Cover all your bases. Good call. Good
So,
call. But yeah, don't go to GTA.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
yeah. Basically, don't go to G2A. Go to Green Man Gaming or someone else. So now that we have that out of the way, we can talk about the games that came out throughout the year.
Do we want to do the Into the Veil?
Do you want to do that first?
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah, let's do
start.
that for sure. Why not?
Yeah, so we have a show, I'm not sure if you're aware, called Into the Veil, where we play weird and wacky games. Usually they end up being just like
Pretty bad.
pretty bad,
Yeah.
generally a horror game or something in that vein, because those just end up kind of being weird. And it's kind of like a Twilight Zone of games. And we have our list of the games that we had played and posted this year, and we wanted to go through and talk about them and which ones we liked and which ones we absolutely fucking hated. So starting first, strongly, we have the older
Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth, or whatever.
Yeah, Dark Corners.
That game is trash, and its defenders can suck my dick. That's what I got to say about that. It's trash. It's a bad game.
So we played a port, which I don't know if that
We played the PC version.
Yeah, we played the PC version, and you had a mod going that was supposed to be fixing a lot of the issues that happened while playing.
Didn't fix the game. I'll tell you what.
If you don't know what the backstory behind all this is, there's literally one person that mentioned that Call of Cthulhu was good. And I mentioned it to Matt, and I think he's specifically defending himself against that one person. So,
dude, every time it pops up on Reddit, ooh, what are hidden gems that everybody should play? Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. Always pops up.
Yeah, people actually. There's actually
there's
a
a
bunch of people
big
who are
following who like this game.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Those people are mentally insane. They need to get checked. They need to get pushed into the dark corners of the earth.
Got him.
I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy game.
Yeah, it might be better on the Xbox. I don't know. We're not going to go through the trouble of finding an Xbox and playing it and then trying to figure out how to stream it.
I would rather disembowel myself than play that shit again.
Well, so
okay.
What I found that was interesting was there was a guy who made a video about it, like kind of as like a retrospective on the game, and he was talking about how when he played it before, that the AI was so bad that you could stand almost directly next to him and they wouldn't do anything. Like they just wouldn't notice that you were there and didn't respond. And I think the mod that you downloaded, and I mentioned this map before, that was supposed to fix the AI, made it bad in the other direction, where they were way too aggressive and you couldn't be even like 190 degrees of sight before they would see you and immediately come after you.
Yeah.
Because apparently the AI was just like blah, 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 originally.
Yeah, like real fishmen.
Like real fishmen. And we might have inadvertently made it harder for ourselves. But that doesn't change the fact that there are so much more about the game that is trash. And if you're interested, you can watch it on our channel.
Really, you should just watch the last 2 episodes and just look at my descent into utter salt.
That's not the episode you watch. You watch the episode with the back of the truck gunfighting.
There was a lot of crowning moments.
Yeah, that's the one where you can actually see a man on the stream break down slowly, and all everybody else can do is just laugh and watch.
Yeah,
which is really what Into the Veil is.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's an enjoyable experience. Sometimes. So the second game that we play this year, I'm not sure if it's specifically in order, but Fiska, you played God
it's
Hand.
not in order. Yeah. Yeah. None of this is in order. We didn't put that much effort into it.
Right.
But yeah, I played God Hand. It's still fun. It's just it's older and it's got some goofy stuff going on with it. But I enjoyed the fighting. It was pretty, from what I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an alright time.
It was a delightfully weird game.
Oh yeah, very very much so. I think it was Clover Studios' last game. It was either that or Beautiful Joe 2. I can't remember. But then they broke down and they became Platinum Games. So there we go. Woohoo. Or most of them became Platinum Games or something like that.
Right.
It's been a while, but yeah. So that was one of the better ones.
Mm-hmm. And then we also have Killer's Dead. Also,
that
was one of the worst ones.
Trash.
That's one of the worst ones. Killer's Dead. I can see the appeal with like the flashy combat and whatnot. You can be like, nothing personnel kid as you slice somebody from behind or something. But I didn't enjoy it playing it. These guys didn't really enjoy watching it.
It was just a lot of it was
wasn't
monotonous.
even like the combat was uninteresting.
The
storyline is nonsensical, and it's like, ooh, we're nonsensical on purpose. Are you? Are you nonsensical on purpose, or are you just stupid? Mm-hmm. I think they're just stupid.
Well, I think it's one of those where like games. I don't know when people will learn that games that are intentionally confusing and obtuse aren't really that enjoyable to play, and it's like the ones that do end up being fun are you know,
You got to have a
these-
good backbone. This game
Yeah.
had nothing to carry it.
right. Yeah.
Not a thing.
And all of the reveals were like, wait, who is that character?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's this man is this person's brother.
Oh,
You're
it's
like,
Golden Thong Man. You're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I don't remember fighting this guy the first time. Oh, right. Yeah, that is okay. I think I remember this character that they didn't
Oh,
mention
yeah.
at all in between.
Yeah, it was I don't know. Suda 51 has yet to make a good story game, I think, if I remember correctly. It's just
Yeah.
he's got a lot of heart. He just doesn't have
He's got some shit.
doesn't
He's
have
no
much of
Yoko
other
Taro
stuff.
or whatever.
Right.
He's no Swery 65, which is like one grade above him. So
Yeah.
And we played some RE6. Speaking of games that are trash,
Oh, Resident Evil 6 co-op between Matt and Fizzcake
yeah,
was really just a joy.
it was really like a co-op versus the game.
right.
oh, that's
No, but
like
like
the game
versus the
itself,
actual
yeah,
like
okay, yeah.
like the game copy.
Design.
Yeah.
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 Remember that time we had to swim?
Yeah.
I remember. I always remember.
And the Fizzcake just finally like actually lost it. Like you were keeping it together for most of the time.
I was
Matt was
not.
losing his shit the whole time. But then the thing that broke you was
I couldn't fucking swim anywhere like a fucking normal person. I can't remember what the fucking controls are. It wasn't like move with one stick.
They wanted you to tap something, but then you had to control your movement with the right stick. So it's like tap A and then also swim with the right stick.
so with the same thumb you had to do two different things.
Yeah, with the same thumb.
And you,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and like I thought you had to use both sticks though.
Yeah, you
to, like,
did.
maneuver.
You control like your horizontal and your vertical with the.
Yeah, that's right. And then you have to which
Yeah.
doesn't make oh god.
why couldn't they just do the
video
single stick press X to swim look around system? That
I
works.
don't know, dude.
games. Well, so I mean, to be fair, it's a console game first. We were playing a PC port, so that's probably the
You're
reason
right.
why. It's probably the reason why.
Like I know you're joking, but what's
Yeah.
hilarious about that is it really is just a single joystick action. So it's why?
Yeah, the swimming thing, the console port doesn't really make sense because if anything,
It should be-
I feel like, it should feel, yeah. I don't know. What the fuck? Whatever.
How do you even play that with a PC and mouse? Anyways, or a
Probably
keyboard
better.
mouse. You have to use the arrow keys and the mouse.
Fucking smash the keyboard as hard as you can.
Moving on to a game that was actually like really made me think. Zero Time Dilemma. Really
How
just
What did it?
Spent
What did it
more
make
than
you think
zero
about?
time on this dilemma of a game. Look, I can write
Whoa.
headlines too.
I was
Fucking,
What's
what's that list website?
oh BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed,
There you go.
Yeah,
G2A of list sites.
I was referring to the time where they spent. It had to have been almost an. It was like 45 minutes of them literally describing some really just inane math-related time paradox thing
Yeah.
for like no reason.
At first, we were into it. The
Right.
first 400 years that we played the game, we're like, okay, yeah, it's a little Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
But then 400 years later, we're like, we got to get out of here. How do we
Yeah.
end? And at the end, I was like, next ending we get is it. We're never
Yeah.
playing this shit again. It was so, and you couldn't skip dialogue.
No.
No. It was very interesting at first because like there was like they had branching paths and you can play like the timeline of each decision, which was cool for like the first 12 options you had, but then those 12 options expanded even more. And to
Yeah.
get all the endings, you have to do like them in a specific order and some shit. It's like
Yeah.
do you guys just want to call it tonight and we'll just play a bunch of endings real quick? I'll just look it up and we're like, yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's exactly what we did. And what's nuts about it is you kind of have to play the different versions of things to get anything to work. And so you get in this mode where you're trying to. It's like it seems like you can do like one path and then that's your experience. You can go back and do it. But no, you got to do all the experiences kind of at once. And then it becomes this thing where you're like, okay, now which one is this one? I don't remember which reality I'm in now. And then it's like, oh, it's this one specific version of the same reality where they're in the same room, but then so and so is actually different. And like, oh no, this person's dead in this reality, but they're alive in the other one. And you're like, what's happening?
Oh yeah, there's one like you literally shoot the cameraman. Apparently there was a guy who was actually the camera the entire time. You like were seeing everything through his Zero's. It was Zero's lenses or whatever you saw through.
Yeah, which is
Or
weird. And
Zero.
we didn't complete the game. but the game completed us.
We completed like 3 or 4 endings.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
We got credits.
that's true. Yeah, yeah, well, yeah,
We did
that's
get
right.
credits.
We did get credits.
That's completed.
We beat Zero Time Dilemma.
It counts.
And then we played the Council episodes 1 through 3. What a game that just
Started off so strong.
yeah.
I was into
It's
it
really
100%.
interesting. Yeah.
I was like, this is great. This is a cool game. And then, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
They just...
And then you realize that you could just win all of the conversation.
Well, it's not even
encounters.
that. It's just like the game was bad. The decisions were bad.
It's
Nothing
true.
was adding up. You're like, oh, here, did you sleep with the weird lady? Or did she kill you? And then find out next time on episode 2. We go to episode 2. Nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
6
It was
months
the
later.
ending that I picked.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Never talks about it again.
never talks about it.
Yeah.
It's just like
I'm not even
so-
sure if did we even see that character again?
No, she left after that.
No. Yeah. They were like people are like, hey, have you seen blah blah blah? We're like, yeah. And that's it. Like that's the whole conversation. Like, yeah, I saw her the night of, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. It wasn't like, oh, what did you do? It's like, oh, well, she drugged me and stuff. No, nobody asked what you were doing with her. They just asked if you saw her. You say yes, and it's like, okay, neat.
Peace.
Yeah. And
Have you seen your mom? The fuck?
yeah, the game was going one direction, and then it decided to go this crazy other direction that made no fucking sense. And there's chapters 4 and 5 out. I'm not sure if we're gonna play it.
Yeah,
I don't know yet.
We will.
We are.
Oh yeah, I gotta
Okay.
see how this crazy shit happens.
Now we're just
I'm
I'm
interested
invested.
in the train wreck.
We gotta watch a wreck finally.
We played Walking Dead season 2. We had previously played Walking Dead season 1. In that game, things link together a little bit better than in the Council, but also just like really feels like you have no real choice in how things go down for the most part. I think maybe it got a little bit better in this season compared to season 1.
No, I think season 1 you have a little bit more control. You can just sit there and watch people die.
That's true. Okay, yeah, you're right. And
I mean, like I don't really remember too much about it.
well, there was that time where we chose to
neither,
kill
really.
a particular woman.
Oh yeah, and then
then-
what's his face got all pissy, and then like, but no matter what, she was gonna die. You're like,
Yeah.
then why did you make me? Choose?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
No,
that whole
it
thing.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was weird.
You give me the fucking illusion of choice. Telltale.
Yeah.
Look, bet you didn't have an illusion of choice. In fucking chapter 13.
Bitch.
Nailed it. That was great. Good one.
Telltale illusion of choice themselves.
Oh boy.
Then we played the Quiet Man. That game was trash. We gotta speed this up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Game was trash.
Call of Cthulhu 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Also,
5 out of 10.
yeah, we talked about that before. 5 out of 10, but that was an Into the Veil game.
Yeah.
So let's go through the year. Did we want to go a little bit over because we only have 6 minutes left?
That's fine. Yeah, I'm fine with going over.
All right,
Unless you guys had stuff to do.
No, we don't have anything to do.
Nice.
All right, so let's talk about this year in video games, and we're going to be going through specifically the Wikipedia list of games released in 2018. If you wanna
Yeah, but
follow
we're not going to
along.
go through every single game.
No,
We're just
of
going to go
course
through
not.
games.
Because some of these are also just fucking re-releases
Oh my
of
God,
previous
ports.
versions.
Ports
Ports
as far
and
as
shit.
I can fucking see, man. Every indie
Yeah.
game that came on PC is like, oh, it's released on Xbox and PS4. Oh, now it released on Nintendo Switch, and that's like a ton of them. I had to wade through all the Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch ports, which is great. I mean, it's great that a lot of games are going to that, but why have it in the release section? That's all I'm saying. The first game on the list that I found that was interesting that came out in January was Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yes, we had a good time with that. We played a lot of that for a month or so.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, I kind of knew that we weren't going to play for a very long period of time, but maybe we should go back to it. I don't know.
Well, who's not going back to it is Bandai Namco or whatever. Apparently,
Right.
yeah. Forgot about all that. I should have probably brought that up, but
Oh, they were dropped from like a Japanese game tournament,
yep.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
And
like,
Ultimate as well.
and Ultimate was dropped too. It's like,
oh,
what?
Jesus.
What's happening?
Your games were made in Japan, you suckers.
You fools. You fools.
You suckers. Coming out on the same day, Monster Hunter World. You guys had a lot of fun with that.
Oh, yeah. I fucking love Monster Hunter World. It was so much fun. I played it for so long. Then I was like, I'll save it for the PC. And then PC came out. I'm like, oh, fuck. There's 30 other games I need to play by now. Oh, God. The games never end. Please, Lord, stop. Stop the games.
I had an alright time with Monster Hunter. It wasn't game changing for me. It was a fun time.
Nah. I mean, I just like as a casual fan of like enjoying like watching people play the previous Monster Hunters and like, oh, that's cool. Can't wait to play this someday.
Right.
I'll never own a Nintendo system that will play these though. And then it's
Right.
like, hey, motherfucker, we're coming out on the PS4 and the PC. I'm like, oh, my prayers have been answered. I can't wait to slay all these giant monsters with giant hammers and or swords.
Yeah. I mean,
And I did it. It
Yeah,
was great.
it definitely looks like a pretty solid experience, and they seem to come out with a lot of like cool stuff, like crossover stuff and all that. So that's nice. Shadow of Colossus was remastered and remade, and I had a good time with the amount of time I played it for. I think I played it in one or two evenings. I didn't beat it, but I played it a little bit, and it was pretty good.
I did get that too eventually. I played the first one, or the original PS2 one, a long time ago.
Yeah, it was for a long time one of my favorite games of all time.
So we're in February now?
Yeah, we're in February.
Gotcha.
We both played Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah. That game. What?
I mean, it was a good game.
Yeah, no, it was a good game, but man, it had some weird issues.
It was Eurojank.
Yeah, it's true. And apparently some of those weird issues have been fixed since then, so I don't know if it's worth going back to, because I am intrigued at the level of simulation that the game goes to, but it also feels like some of it kind of falls apart as you go as you move forward in the game. And it's really hard to get to the point where you feel like you're not total trash.
I mean, that's I had an okay time with it, but eventually I was like, I can't keep grinding away on this for hours on hours.
Right.
I'll cheat. Ha!
Ha ha ha.
But then I was still like, I can't even be bothered to play this still, even though I could probably finish it. But oh god. But I mean, it is a good game. It's just, I guess, it's not my particular tastes. Not enough samurai and swords and weeaboo shit. You know what I'm saying? Guys?
Yeah. As the weeb of the group. Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of games that you enjoy, Metal Gear Survive came out February 20th, and so I just wanted to talk about that and relive your anger.
Don't slander my name like that. Games I enjoy, I never even played that. I never bought a single copy of that. What do you? No.
It's in a franchise you enjoy.
Signed by Konami.
Oh god, but not Kojima. That's the important part. No.
God, that game was bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think
grab.
Yeah, it was definitely like, hey, we got all these assets still. What do we do? Flip him. Time to survive, fuckers.
Into the Breach came out in February. That game was
a good game.
Yeah, I played that for like a couple of afternoons and realized that I was real bad at it.
You did some solo streams on that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a couple solo streams. Pit People came out. We played a little bit of that. That was a weird game.
I hated that game.
What game?
I did not enjoy it. Pit People?
Pit People.
Oh, yeah. I kind of want to go back to it. I think it has potential. I just...
They might have added content to it since we played.
So many fucking games. So many fucking games.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all played Warhammer Vermintide 2.
Mm-hmm.
I almost think it's not worth going back to that game, considering didn't they release this crazy update where now you can no longer play your previous characters and have to start from the beginning again?
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Coulter was telling us about it, and on one of the podcasts he was on with us, where he was like, "Yeah."
I mean, you can tell me the story. I don't remember.
I was informing they had an update with like a new storyline or whatever, but you can't play any of your previous characters. You have to start from zero again. That sucks.
Great.
Another great game that we all really enjoyed, just top-notch experience, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, we played the... Oh, no, it was the full game. It was just the first week of it on...
But was it, though?
Was it?
It's not a full game, but we played the full game.
Yeah, we had the entire experience, everything including...
In about 3 hours.
Yeah, we lost our minds, went to the top of the crow's nest, went out into the edge of the earth, and played music until we died. And that's probably the most fun we had in that game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip.
It was a game.
Well, we did A Way Out.
Yeah, we did A Way Out.
That was pretty good. It fell apart at the end.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy the way it ended.
Nah, I need to play that with Evie at some point. I need to play that in Detroit, Become Human with her. I think would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I have Ni no Kuni 2 on here, but we really only played the very beginning of that game. Far Cry 5 came out.
Yeah, that was...
Is this in April now?
March. Still.
March
27th. Yeah, that game also...
was Far Cry.
Yeah, I mean, it was really fun. It's just it died out so quick. Like it's kind of another one of those disappointing games of the year thing. It's just
Where, yeah, the last half was just like not.
A slog,
Yeah.
kind of.
yeah, like you kind of like after the first boss, like you're like, oh, okay, cool, this would be kind of fun. But then like they do the kind of like the same thing with the other two bosses. It's just more crazy. It's like, oh,
Bliss.
yeah. What happened? Why is this happening? Bliss. Okay, but I fought you in a different county. Why am I over here? Bliss. Oh, cool. Why am I fighting you as a evil wizard person that can throw fireballs at me now? Bliss.
Bliss. Yeah.
It's like, okay, we get it, but come on.
And just
But apparently,
yeah. Well, I was just gonna say the sheer level of just different stuff that these different bosses did with Bliss. And there's just no explanation of why this one person can do this thing with Bliss, this other person does something entirely different with the Bliss, but also kind of the same.
yeah.
You
I
were
was gonna say, apparently this is like the precursor for the next Far Cry, whatever it's called, where it's like, oh, the guy was right about everything the entire time. Now it's a survival game.
No,
Let's
he
go.
was saying that he fucked up. Did you not even watch the trailer, dude?
No, actually, I did.
Oh yeah, he was saying, oh, I was like, I caused this, but like this is not how it was supposed to be.
Oh shit!
And now we got 2 black ladies that we have to kill. That's the bad guys.
Oh,
Oh, they're the bad guys.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I thought they were your player character. No, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see the
you
trailer.
really
I only
didn't
saw
watch the
bits and
video.
pieces. Yeah.
what else came out this year? We have God of War came out April 20th.
No,
Yeah, that
that's
was a good game.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
was
good
a really
game.
good game. Yeah,
That
sick
was
game.
actually
Good job.
it was a very good game. Oh, did Yak? Oh, released in Japan. Well, I mean, I guess it technically released here in 2018.
Which one?
Yakuza 6.
Oh, The Song of Life. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was released in 2017, but I think that was 0.
Yeah,
correct.
Yakuza 0 released this year. We're not there yet, though.
No, Yakuza 0 was released last year. This was released on PC this year. That's
Yeah.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I see what you're saying.
So the only game that came out for Yakuza this year for the Americans is 6 and Kiwami 2. I think Kiwami maybe as well. I can't remember. I think, but I know for sure he's 6 and Kiwami 2.
Right.
6 is a good game.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. All as is like the best Yakuza that's out there so far because it's, I mean, the latest one, so that makes sense. But
Right. Games I wish were better. BattleTech,
Yeah, that game was boring.
and like the combat system was like really
Not good.
Yeah, it really. I
thought it was going to be way more like XCOM.
well, I thought I would have more options with the way certain things happened, and like it felt like I was supposed to, but then yeah, it was a frustrating game.
yeah, from what I could tell, it was definitely not a good mech game or a good strategy game. I guess it was just kind of like try to be too much of everything.
Right. Frostpunk was fun. I actually want to go back and play that because they just released some stuff. There was like a Christmas special that they came out with. Something that I marked here for comment: Nier Automata on Xbox. The reason why I marked it was because it's hilarious that they had that release with. I think they even fixed a couple of things, but they didn't fix the PC version. Is that what happened?
They haven't released a single patch for the PC version, while the consoles did get patches.
Yeah. So that's why
Consoles got patched. They're also, I think, they were releasing like a game of the year thing for the PC as well, but still no fixes for it
for the existing versions.
Yeah.
for any on the PC. It's like
For the PC specifically.
Yeah, the consoles are
fixed.
fine. Yeah, consoles are great. Go play it on the console. This is like apparently the one game you can't play on the PC because they don't give a shit about it. I guess I don't know. It's very confusing, but I really don't want to buy.
Weird, man.
I don't want to buy another copy of it either. So it's like, what do I do? Oh God, I guess I'll just never play it.
Yeah, I totally
Unfortunately.
passed over it, but because I was like, no good games came out in May, but then Detroit Become Human came out in May, which I think is the only one that that would be the only game that I saw that I cared about.
That game was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think we said this before.
Like we have like a big soft spot for the Golden God. What's his fucking name?
David Cage.
David Cage. So, besides Beyond Two Souls, that game is trash. But like Heavy Rain, I enjoyed Heavy Rain.
A lot. Yeah.
I mean, Detroit, you know,
It was good.
it has moments where it's like, this is stupid.
Yeah. Cage, bring it back. Rein it in.
But yeah,
It didn't have as much.
It's not sweary level of fucking what?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's,
And then also-
it's a very special je ne sais quoi. I
yeah.
butchered that. Let's go.
We also ended up getting like what seemed to be the
best ending.
like the absolute best ending, just on the first try. We had moments where we would pause the game and really deliberate about what the best choice was. Because we fucking care. Okay.
Yeah, I think a big thing is people don't like to. You gotta kind of like, I don't know, become Detroit human. You know what I mean? You gotta think in terms of the game. You know, you gotta let yourself be like, yeah, this is dumb. This would never happen. And you just gotta let that wash away and just enjoy.
Accept it.
Yeah, you just
be part
accept
of it.
that some of it's gonna be stupid. And then you go, all right, that was dumb. And then you move on and you're like, oh, this character's cool. Or I can't wait to kill that motherfucker. Or I'm going to hit, you know, I'm going to talk at the right moment.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly what those games are.
Well, another good game that came out in May was Moonlighter. That's like pretty much the perfect dungeon crawler.
Oh,
of the year.
I never played that game. Is that worth going back to play?
Oh, yeah. Play. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I would tell everybody to play it. I might even play it again. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. It's just like a lot of fun. Like the dungeon's fun. The being a merchant thing's fun. Doing like all these requests and whatnot. It's just very, very nice. It's a very nice, wholesome game.
Sick. All right. Well, a game I think that both of you guys played that, as far as I know, was enjoyed. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus.
I did enjoy that game. I did not like the ending, obviously.
Is that the one
Yeah,
where
it
you're
just
like at the
ends.
TV
Yeah.
place?
Yeah. It's like ramping up, and like shit happens, and it's still going up, and then it's like you hit a wall. It's like, okay, now it's time for the new sequel. Bye. It's like, oh, what? No,
Yeah.
we were just getting started.
I remember people were talking about it where it's like you had like a mini boss prior to what you would think would be the boss battle. That was actually like kind of challenging, but there was a way you could kind of just avoid it in a way. Like you didn't have to fight it. Was the case, right?
No, you had to fight the big two robots beforehand.
Okay, I must be remembering incorrectly, but I remember that there was that, and then everyone expected that when you got past them that you were gonna have this crazy cool boss battle, and instead they did this thing that's happening in a lot of games nowadays, where you just get to the end, and then it's just like, no, there isn't a boss battle. Haha, fuck you.
It's just
Instead-
Also,
over.
the stories end.
also, it just ends.
Yeah.
Like,
But don't
with,
worry, you can go back and take care of some outpost or whatever if you really want to. Oh boy,
I didn't.
I didn't either. I was like, oh, I'm done. If you're done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Video game.
Yeah.
What's going on, Alfie?
Yeah. How's it going?
Yeah, you need like we use XSplit.
Yeah.
And we use decent mics.
Yeah, I mean, these mics are $50. They're
Don't move them while you talk. We'll get yelled
they're,
at.
they're Cobalt CO9s, and they're pretty good dynamic mics. They do require an audio interface, though. If you can't afford that, then a good USB mic will work.
You can get a Samsung Meteor mic, a mic stand, and a pop filter for the same price as a Blue Yeti mic. So I'd highly recommend that. It depends on what kind of podcast you're doing too. If you're just doing it by yourself, you can still use what's the other one? Streamlabs, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Streamlabs,
then-
or OBS, whichever version you want to use. But yeah, basically get yourself a way to stream it if you are going to stream it. Otherwise, you can literally use any program to record sound, like Audacity or something like that.
Yeah, Audacity's pretty easy to use, and it's it's free, easy to use, and you can mess around with it. You need like Logitech webcam. I mean, yeah, it depends on what you're doing, but yeah, basically you need a decent mics. You need recording software for at least for the audio. But if you want to stream it too, use some free software that you can do it pretty cheaply.
Yeah, so yeah, just
Careful.
a way for people to see you, a way for people to hear you, and then a way to get it out there.
Oh my God, dude, why don't we just
Let's write a book.
Describe existence to them.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like that's
Okay, so you need to talk.
That's all you need.
Don't forget you need to breathe. Okay, don't forget you don't want your eyes to get dry. Blink. All right. And then when you're feeling, you have that little rumbly in your tumbly,
Eat.
you got to eat. All right. So that's all you got to do.
Drink too.
Don't forget your drink.
Fucking dumb as shit.
Most importantly, we shouldn't forget about the games in July of 2018.
Right.
Is that the next? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Nailed it.
That is correct, Alfie.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Cheers. I appreciate it.
So
yep.
the other game that I marked as like just for comment, none of us played it. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition.
I did play that.
You played that?
I played it too.
Oh, okay, sick. I didn't play it. Haha, me. Ding. Wasn't there some weird
What
shit
is
happening with that?
Cinnamon Sins now?
Right.
Ding.
Ding.
Wasn't there some weird shit that happened with that version of the game?
No.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I only played a little bit of it because I didn't really give a shit about it.
Mm.
I was just like, oh, I'll try this out. I got upgraded.
Mm.
So,
Nice.
I was very nostalgic for it, so I played it for a little bit longer. It's just fun to break shit,
Yeah.
blow up shit, destroy shit. So, not bad. If you like the sandbox, beat 'em up, not beat 'em up, but shoot 'em up, destroy 'em up, go
Yeah.
for it.
Break them up.
Also, Octopath Traveler came out this month too.
Yes. So in
July.
in July, Octopath Traveler. That's a pretty good game.
yeah, the music in that game is crazy.
Music is really good, and it has intriguing combat that as you go forward, the way it paces itself, you add a character and it changes the way you approach it. So it's really cool.
Yeah, I need to finish that at some point, but
We also
us,
need to finish
us
it.
as well.
Mm.
Yakuza
Yay.
0 was released on was it PC in
Yeah.
August
Yeah.
1st?
yeah, there was this, and they came out with Kiwami, I think, not too long after that.
Kiwami 2, yeah, it came out in August 28th.
Well, I meant for the I thought they released. Nah, never mind. I don't know.
No, Kiwami 1 came out 2017.
No,
Well, I meant for
the
PC.
For the PC, Spencer.
Oh, for the
These are the
PC.
PC releases.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I thought that's when it came out.
No,
Oh, my bad.
No.
you're stupid.
Kiwami 2 and 6 came out this year officially for America.
Mhm.
0 and Kiwami 1 for the PC, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's right, because those came out almost the exact same time, right?
Yeah, that's why I was like looking for it, but I wasn't for sure. So
Yeah, they just don't have it. That's weird.
yeah,
Dead Cells came out August 7th.
I need to get that too. Fuck, there's so many fucking. What the fuck?
You were really
God.
enjoying the game with Coulter.
Yeah. It is a good Metroidvania roguelike.
Mm.
World of Warcraft had Battle for Azeroth that came out. Matt and I were really hopeful that
Nobody gives a shit about that.
and we played it for a little bit, and all of our friends just completely lambasted
yeah,
us.
just shit on us
just
constantly.
straight up, just
We're trying to sit here, enjoy.
trying to wow
game.
it up.
Yeah, we're trying to wow
alright.
it up a little bit, and
And,
everybody.
and like, sure, the game broke a lot. Okay,
and it was bad.
and but it was a memorable experience. The parts where it broke. Okay, that part I remember.
Yeah, the expansion sucked.
Yeah, it was not that great.
But all the pre-expansion stuff that I did to get my character to 110, that was fun.
I didn't do that. I did
That's
part of
good.
it.
Yeah, I did all that stuff by myself.
Yeah.
I like playing MMOs by myself. And then when I see another person, I'm like, don't talk to me. It's a single player game.
Don't at me.
No, I'm not looking for a group. I'm a strong, independent orc.
Oh boy.
Spider-Man came out September 7th.
September. Oh, hold on. What?
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
quick. Donut
bad.
County is a good game to pick up as well. I
Oh, in
beat it in
August?
afternoon at work. Yeah, in August.
Oh, The Messenger
you-
came out. You should play that game, dude. In August.
I'll think about it. I don't know. We'll see. You guys should play Divinity Original Sin 2 on the consoles, guys.
How about never?
Do we ever do collabs with viewers? Sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
You can hit us up on Discord.
Yeah. We have a
It's
bunch
an
of cool people on
easier way to get in touch.
Yeah, to keep up with what we're doing and stuff like that. Let's see here.
So
Dragon
now in
Quest.
September. Oh, yeah.
11.
Oh yeah, Dragon Quest 11 came out
That's a
September
good
4th.
game.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good game. We need to play more of that. The last couple of episodes that we were able to do of that game, the echo effect was on the entire time. So
I forgot about that.
it was great.
I don't know if I heard it or you told me about it. I
told
think
me
you
about
told
it.
me about
Yeah,
it.
because
Yeah.
Corn came in and he's like, it's my hall boy quarter.
No,
what do you
sounds
call
like
it?
you guys are in a cave
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, K-boy.
And
Yeah.
we were in a cave in the game, so we thought, oh, hey.
He's talking
That's
about
He's
right,
talking
yeah.
about the video game. He didn't actually say, hey, your effect is on.
Yeah. Thanks, Corn.
Well, I mean, I also probably thought you guys were just doing it on purpose because, I mean, it could happen.
Yeah, we did that during the Outlast 2 stream. We put it on purpose, but just really
Okay.
low. When we were inside the water area, I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, not this effect.
No, it was the echo effect. So Octopath Traveler,
I beat
September,
Shadow of
yeah.
the Tomb Raider. That was a good game.
yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider came out.
Now we're going to speed this up a little bit.
Right.
Fuck Undertale.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey came out October 5th. Unless there's any other games that came out in the month of September that you guys care about. I know you guys are having a moment right now. I'm just gonna move on past it.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed Odyssey came out October 5th. That was a pretty good game. Again, we need to play more of that. We have a bunch of games that are like partially finished.
Oh, yeah.
Just no one watches them, so it's like
It's hard to play them.
It's hard to be
because we
like,
spend
I
so much
want to
time streaming.
prioritize this, even though it's not going to help anything.
Right.
Try to be more mindful of that.
Soul Calibur
Fist of North
6
Star came out. Oh, shit.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Fist of North Star Lost Paradise came out. It's the most honest to true Fist of the North Star game to a fault. So, if you like Fist of the North Star, you're going to like this game. Otherwise, if I may get on sale sometime just to see. It's made by the same people who made Yakuza's 1 through 6 and everything else.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Yakuza's.
What?
Say what you said again, because it totally. Oh, Japanese voice cast features many of the actors from the Yakuza series.
And it's made by Yakuza or by the studio as well.
No, it's not. It's made by those other people who make the shitty game. Like, they make the same game over and over again, right? The beat 'em ups? People who make Dynasty Warriors?
No,
Oh no,
that's a
yeah,
different-
straight up made by the same studio. They're saying that they leveraged the title "Not Many Accused of the Dragon Age" and developed for Yakuza 6, as the development team was composed largely of new staff.
Oh, they should be disappointed in this game then.
Well, why?
It's the one I saw you play, right?
Yeah, but it's not Dynasty Warrior. It's still. I think there's a confusion here. We'll talk about it afterwards. But it's made by Yakuza Studios. It's basically a Yakuza game, but Fist of the North Star.
But
It's
I watched
just-
you
there's
play
a-
this other game where you would do the same combo and they would blow up.
It's the same game.
That's not made by the Dynasty Warriors people?
No.
They should be disappointed.
Okay. All right. God. Oh God. Oh God. Soul Calibur 6 came out.
We played that for a short while. That was fun.
Yeah, I might come back to it. We'll see.
Thronebreaker or The Witcher Tales came out.
Yeah, that game's a real good game. I don't know why I said it like that. It's
Well,
a real good
Is that
game.
because we're about to get into Red Dead Redemption 2? It came out 3 days after that.
You're all right, boy. What
Here.
month are we in, Spencer? You're not saying the months. You're
October.
just saying
No.
games.
October.
We're in October, yeah.
All right.
We're still in October. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in October. It was a game. Okay.
This kid really liked it until like the
didn't.
last couple chapters.
I was liking it, and then they just kept chipping away at me. I'm like, oh no, that's fine. I can still it's still a good game, but it's too many chips. They must have like chipped the right spot where I just fell over. I'm like, no.
It's
No.
the old press X to swim and use the same. Yeah, I got you. That moment.
Press X for everything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We already talked about this game, but Call of Cthulhu, the official video game, came out in October, and we did that for Into the Veil. Probably the most recent game that we've done for Into the Veil. Besides that, I guess the Council, because that was coming out as we were doing that.
Yeah.
Also, The Quiet Man,
Trash.
November 1st. Played that almost right after it came out. Fallout 76 is probably the first Bethesda game that like major one that came out that we just totally passed off. Like,
yeah, I think it's probably one of the first. Yeah.
which is nuts because like
It's the only
Matt and
Fallout
I,
game
like-
I haven't
like-
bought. Yeah.
the formative part of our friendship is playing like Oblivion and
Fallout 3.
and Fallout 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so to not play Fallout 76, but knowing just how like shit it is and how it would just ultimately be worse if I played it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not worth it, man. Don't do it. That's how they get you. That's how they got everybody.
Yeah. But a couple days after that, Pokemon Let's Go came out.
Yay.
That was a really good game.
Yeah.
Way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that one was a surprise because I expected it to be like just really
Not good.
shallow, and it
Yeah.
was a pretty good game.
Mm.
Darksiders 3, Matt, you played that? That came
Yeah.
out.
I really enjoyed that game.
Nice.
And then Smash Ultimate. And that's my entire list.
Let's see. Smash Ultimate. Yeah. Oh, no. Persona 5, Dancing in Starlight. I'm just kidding.
Dancing in
vibing.
Starlight.
In Persona 4, they're dancing all night.
Sailor Moon.
So like,
Yeah. To get lucky or whatever. Anyways,
oh wow, just like mixing so many things together.
let's do it. Oh, God.
Basically, the show.
Man.
And
Mutant Year Zero came out this month too, but we haven't really played it, so we can't say a whole lot about it. And I'll get Just Cause 4 probably a year later
Right.
when it has all the DLC available for it for super cheap, like it normally does. Just like every other Just Cause game.
So was there anything that we missed this
No.
year that we cared about?
I don't think so.
Let me check my list real quick. No, Minute's a good game. I think that came out in like summer. I already
Oh,
can't
yeah.
find it, but really quick, fun little game you can play.
Sick.
It's yeah. I think that's about it.
So
So what is?
if we
go ahead.
well, I was just probably gonna ask the same thing you were gonna ask. Like if we were to go back and look at the whole year, what were the high points? Like what were the best games?
I mean, I think my game of the year definitely is probably God of War.
I would say the same.
And that's with Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
Probably making top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, God of War is my game of the year. Other recommendations would be Monster Hunter World, and I think Mutant Year Zero is going to be pretty good too. Red Dead, I would just wait for the PC version, maybe that way you can like have fun with it, and then, yeah, I don't know. What about you, Spence?
Yeah. Well, I mean, God of War was a great experience. I didn't play the game at all. I just hung out while Matt played it. But
Oh, Spider-Man 2. Sorry, forgot
yeah,
about that.
yeah, Spider-Man is great. But I really just enjoy it. Like it's just a great game, even from just a perspective or a spectator's perspective. And I really like all like the Futhark and Norse stuff. So I'm really
Oh,
into
yeah,
that.
dude. Spencer was reading fucking ruins and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. That was-
Well,
Your
we was
jam.
playing Breath of the Wild. He was reading Hyrule.
Yeah.
nice.
Hyrulean or whatever.
Yeah, I just like that shit. I just like it. As far as games that I played,
Yeah, I was just going to make a joke.
oh, sorry. I would say, I mean, Spider-Man. I haven't even like finished the game, but I really like Spider-Man. And
It's
Just wish you were better at it.
yeah, me too. And oh man, I mean, Octopath Traveler is really good, and Dragon Quest 11. I feel like those are probably my favorite games of the year. Again, I didn't play Red Dead Redemption 2, but it just seems like it has so much potential. And then
So far, I took a break, came back, having a good time with it.
Great. Must be nice.
yeah, I can't wait until you
Sorry
finish
that
the
I
game, and then
enjoy
you guys can
things.
have conversations about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for too. I'm like, I can't talk to you about anything about it because half the shit I'm complaining about is where you're starting at right now.
So apparently,
you're
buckle up. But yeah, I mean,
Buckle up, bucko.
ooh,
I think that's it.
yeah, that's
God
Yeah.
of War. Yours is God of War.
mine is. God of War is a great game. So it's like I didn't play it, but I still think it's definitely like, it's up there, right?
Yeah.
I also think Spider-Man is also a great game. And Dragon Quest and Octopath and stuff like that. But I really like RPGs. So
Yeah. So, Game of the Year, God of War. It's official here first, folks. Fuck you, Game Awards. We beat it. We beat you. Right?
God of War was the game of the year.
yeah, it's what he was talking
I
about.
know,
We came first. We came to the conclusion before them.
Yeah.
But it's like a joke because we didn't.
Yeah, man, it was just a joke. Don't sweat over it, man. Okay, come on. Let's just end the show. Just end it. End it all. Game over, man. Fuck it.
Let's go into where people can find us and what we're doing.
Oh,
Fiskake.
fuck. Who
I'm
cares?
just a little
God.
confused. It's like I'm playing WoW all over again.
Fiskake, what are you doing? Where can people find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Fistcake, where I won't be streaming at all this week until Friday. So, check me out there. Got Christmas stuff, and then we're moving into our new place, which will be more spacious. So that'd be cool. You can see me lounge around even better. YouTube will have some VODs. I might try to get a Let's Play on the channel this week. We'll see how quickly I can cram. And you can find me on Twitter at @TheFistCake, where I tweet about stuff occasionally. And that's pretty much it for me. Where can people find YouTube? Boo-doo.
Yeah, you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/NeanderthalGamingTV. You can also find us on Twitch at the same handle, twitch.tv/NeanderthalGamingTV. On the weekends, we'll be streaming Smash, Melee, probably Smash Ultimate. Throughout the week, we're also, I don't know if we're doing anything Monday night.
Yeah,
But
we're not doing anything Tuesday.
But we're definitely not doing anything Christmas Day. As far as the rest of the week, we haven't really been streaming Wednesday and Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just follow us on Twitter at NeanderthalGTV, and we'll be sure to let people know
I mean,
when we go live.
You're like the king of talking yourself into a hole.
Well, thank you for getting me out, man. As far as Content Complete specific information goes, you can follow us on Twitter at ConComcast, where you can find information about the podcast and Into the Veil and anything that we're doing together as a group. You can send us ideas and suggestions to contentcompletecast@gmail.com. The podcast goes live at 3 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays on twitch.tv/ConComcast and at the Neanderthal Gaming TV channel as well. All episodes are available on YouTube. The audio-only version is available on your favorite podcasting app. We're working on it. And both are released on Mondays, so we stream it on Sundays and we release it the very next day at 8 a.m. usually. But Fiskcake, any new news about the audio version?
There is one more episode on the podcast before we had to have to talk to the Hipcast support people for like a week straight. But so you can listen to episode 79, I think is what I got uploaded before. I try not to mess with it too much because they're having the developers work on it, and it's all kind of crazy stuff. But it is it's still being worked on, so that's a thing. It's just it might be a little bit longer. I will let you know on Twitter and whatnot. So yeah, keep posted. Otherwise, just watch it on Neanderthal Gaming TV's YouTube channel.
All right. Well, thanks everyone so much for hanging out and for letting us talk about video games, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.